Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Fans rejoiced in Days spoilers when Gwen, who had been playing the fool, suddenly realized that her husband had been snagging her best friend at every opportunity. Yes, she had to walk up on them as they were performing, but better late than never, right? Gwen is now planning her retaliation. She does intend to humiliate Dimitri, Peter Port. He humiliated her and took advantage of her vulnerability and feelings. Dimitri, meanwhile, was essentially a stranger. The plan was for Matty, Greg Reichardt, to be Gwen's best friend. Can she ever let him go? On the one hand, Leah's lying, blackmail, kidnapping, and murder have all been pardoned by Gwen. What's a betrayal or two more then? On the other hand, all of that deceit, extortion, abduction, and murder were previously used against other people. It's personal this time, as the movie posters state. But Gwen didn't want to hurry into her retaliation because of how long it took her to realize what was going on right in front of her. She'll take her time and complete it properly. She'll start out by accusing her and Dimitri of continual sagging in an effort to make Leo feel awful. Dimitri rebuffed him when he confronted him. Therefore, the only thing that will alter is Gwen's strategy. Her upcoming scheme will involve making Leo feel bad. Leo continues to assert that he loves his Guinevere despite having an affair with her husband. So, witnessing her sadness ought to have some impact on him. Gwen can emphasize that aspect, act far more distraught than she really is. Remind Leo of how Chad, Billy Flynn, didn't enjoy being seduced by her, how her mother didn't love her, and to conclude, woe is me. Leo wouldn't want to add to Gwen's suffering in any way, would he? Days of Our Lives spoilers hint that Salem has been completely upended by Victor Kiriakis, John Aniston, Will. Alex Kiriakis' father is the late Victor, according to Justin Kiriakis, Wally Kurth, who acknowledged this. A lot of changes are coming for the Kiriakis family and beyond as a result of this plot twist. Here is what we currently know. When Justin acknowledges that Victor is Alex's biological father, Alex's life falls apart. Can you picture having a confident life and knowing who you are until one statement causes you to doubt everything? Alex currently finds himself in such situation, his trust broken. Vivian Alamain may devise a plan to exploit Alex's vulnerability after seeing it. Vivian's assertion that she is still married to the deceased business magnate is supported during the week of September 25 as this narrative moves forward. Vivian was released from jail and arrived in Salem like the cream of the crop cat. Maggie Horton, Suzanne Rogers, and Victor's other family members need to locate new housing because she took over his mansion. Maggie no longer has a position at Titan Industries since Vivian says the business will go back to its drug roots. However, Vivian is having trouble locating accomplices. Because Vivian is a jerk, no one wants to fight Maggie, who is a saint. She has received rejections from John Black, Chad Demara, Billy Flynn, and Philip Kiriakis so far. So Alex is left. After learning who his real father is, Alex is faced with a number of difficult choices and is hence vulnerable to Vivian. Because of his circumstances, Alex starts to have serious trust issues with others around him. What do you think of this shocking plot development, DOL fans? Do you want Alex to support Vivian when his world is upended? He has a decent heart, but is undoubtedly a player. Is Vivian's involvement in his future the only way for him to succeed? Make sure to keep up with everything going on with DOL at the moment. For Days of Our Lives spoilers, news and updates, check back frequently. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday, September 29, 2023, the Kiriakis family will experience even more surprises. It's time to read the will and determine how many additional secrets there are now that Victor Kiriakis' actual will has been discovered. Vivian Alamain is particularly surprised to find that Victor changed his will just before he passed away, leaving her with nothing. Instead, Half of his estate will go to Maggie Horton Kyriakis, while the other half would be given to his long-lost son. And that's where additional drama starts to develop. Sonny Kyriakis must now deal with the truth that his brother is his cousin and will now be in charge of Titan because Alex Kyriakis is that long-lost son. Business-wise, it feels like a dream come true for Alex, but he still has to deal with this unexpected identity transformation. Additionally, having a difficult time admitting that Alex is not his son is Justin Kyriakis, Wally Kurth. He had raised the child since infancy and found it impossible to believe that he belonged to anybody else. Of course, things in Salem are not always as they appear. Plans for retaliation are developing in the meanwhile. Given all the mucky goings-on, is Vivian seeking revenge, or does this vengeance have nothing to do with Victor and his will at all? Marlena Evans has been open about her disapproval of Eric Brady's relationship with Sloane Peterson, Jessica Surfety. Because she just sees a cunning woman in front of her and feels that her kid deserves more, she fears that Sloane will hurt Eric. Marlena doesn't hold back when she expresses her opinions after finding out that Eric and Sloane have moved in together. She despises the notion to the hilt and is aware that Sloane is keeping something from Eric. Does she give Eric the idea that there is a secret that he must discover? Otherwise, he cannot have the kind of relationship with Sloane that he desires, and Marlena says she is perfectly content with that. Days of Our Lives fresh episodes may be viewed on Peacock starting at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on weekdays. News and spoilers about Days of Our Lives tease Tina Huang's character, Melinda Trask, will strive to keep her job. Was it ruined by her not-so-secret romance with Lai Shin, Remington Hoffman? Melinda and Lee's connection seems to have been less of a secret after interim mayor Paulina Price arrives at Melinda's office with some inquiries. She specifically questions the ethics of a district attorney dating someone for whom she had once prepared warrants, which is a flagrant impropriety. Paulina may simply wish to get even with Melinda for the previous harassment and other actions she had sanctioned in relation to Sloane Peterson's, Jessica Surfety, smear campaign. Paulina has probably observed that Melinda has been cozying up to Sloane as well, but she now has the power to retaliate, and Melinda is aware that Paulina has the power to fire her, and strike back she does, with a vengeance, with the goal of unseating the dishonest DA. Paulina basically instructs Trask to remove anything Sloane pursued against her and channel from the record, and to delete it from the archives, because she doesn't want anyone to resurrect that old wound. Melinda tries to dispute, but Paulina has witnesses. If she doesn't, she'll dismiss her for having an unhealthy connection with Shin. Melinda begs for forgiveness, which is highly unlike her, and says she was looking into Shin and trying to get him to confess to a crime. Paulina responds that she doesn't think it's true, and that she should be aware that anything she got Shin to say in court would be thrown out by a good defense lawyer. Furthermore, the Salem PD is responsible for handling it, not the district attorney, who is now overworked and dealing with some personnel concerns. Paulina has been researching Melinda and her relationships, and she brings up what she perceives to be an affair with Stefan Dimmerer, Brandon Bauresh. Melinda claims that was all a ploy Stefan, and she decided upon to enrage Gabby Hernandez, Camila Banes, and she pleads innocent. The fact that she and he had both consumed some of those poisoned biscuits and that it was all just a performance infuriates Paulina. In response to the acting mayor's outburst, Channel's bakery was shut down due to that drugged biscuit company. Thankfully, he has been replaced, so there won't be any problems with him. However, Paulina is currently handling Melinda. Make sure to keep up with everything going on with DOL at the moment. For Days of Our Lives spoilers, news, and updates, check back frequently. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.